Ormoc City Division presents Panaghisgutay, another initiative which aims to inform Ormocanans on the latest updates in preparation for the start of the new school year. We too will discuss pressing issues and hope to give clarifications relative to the delivery of education in the new normal. This is going to be a live online program via StreamYard and Facebook pages of SDO Ormoc, with simulcast from our media partners every Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We call on everyone to be part of this event by sending us your queries, and feel free to share with us your insights and suggestions. Quizzes and fun trivia with exciting prizes await everyone in our takeoff. Mark your calendar and take this flight with us as we embark on a continuing action with a better perspective. Panaghisgutay! Panaghisgutay! Hello and a happy afternoon, Ormoc City. It's another wonderful Wednesday afternoon, and again, we welcome you to the online program which you should all be part of. This is Ormoc, Deped Ormoc's Panaghisgutay.
Yes, and it's
What 7 minutes past 2 this August 5. Thank you for joining us on our weekly live program where the latest developments updates in the department are about to be discussed in the next hour and a half. This is Lena Valle.
Right, wow. This afternoon, though we understand it's a common knowledge to everyone how important strengthening partnership in schools are in terms of delivery of education. Our stakeholders, our education partners play a vital part by always having our back and supporting our every endeavor of bringing quality education at reach to every learners. And this afternoon, four of our stakeholders are joining us to lay down their plan of support to the programs and projects of our division, especially with the division and school learning continuity plan.
that is right, sir. It truly is
That
heartwarming
is
knowing
right,
that
sir. Truly, it is heartwarming knowing that there will always be people and organizations who have support for education and are willing to extend their support to the education sector. And DEP and Ormoc is more than lucky to have these stakeholders join our journey towards great success.
our broadcasted
We
live
are
or that or
broadcasted live on our DepEd Ormoc Tayo. DepEd Tayo Ormoc
this
Division
like
page. Hit the like and follow buttons so you can post your
just
comments, suggestions, and inquiry, and we will try to address them later on the program.
Right. Also joining us this afternoon, of course, is our DepEd Ormoc City officials, headed by our very dynamic and very supportive Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Lani H. Cervantes, and our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Mario Rudri Sumbilan. For this afternoon's episode of Historiang Positibo, we are going to highlight one big school with teachers of big heart for their chosen community. I'm talking about the charity and generosity of Linao National High School, who, despite the pandemic, managed to share their blessings and put a smile on everyone's faces. With us this afternoon is Ma'am Movilia Laurente of Linao National High School to tell us more about their project. Hello, Ma'am Movilia.
Mamo Villa, good afternoon.
Okay, there you go, Ma'am Movilia. We understand her school principal is also at the backstage. Yes, may we inquire from Ma'am Roda instead? Okay, so is Ma'am Willie already good? Ma'am Wilia? Okay, see? Start pa lang. Hang na. Okay. Uh, maybe we're having sort of
Yes, we're
internet
having some technical
activity
difficulties.
concern. Okay.
It's quite inevitable.
Okay. Right. Okay. Shall we?
Let's proceed. I think Ma'am
Yes.
Rada is on the line also, sir.
Yes, Ma'am Roda. Can we have Ma'am Roda on screen? Okay, there you go, Ma'am
Good
Roda.
afternoon, Ma'am Rada.
Good afternoon.
Good
Nawala gamay
afternoon.
si Ma'am Movie.
Right.
Yeah,
Anyway, we'll get back to her
in a little
in
while.
a little while. Yes, we'll do that. Ma'am Roda, hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Kumusta? Good to have you back.
Okay. So, I'm good, very good. So thank you for again giving me an opportunity to showcase what we have done in Linao National High School.
Yes, that's right. Actually, that's the main one of the main purposes that we wanted to hear about uh, relative to the visit of the regional key officials headed by Assistant Regional Director Sir Arnolfo Belani and his team during the monitoring, evaluation, adjustment, and learning in your school. They call that meal, di ba? The regional meal. How was the
So,
visit of the team, ma'am, in your school?
so it's good. Nice good siya. Kaya at least we were able to hear their comments. We were able to hear their inputs for improvement.
Wow, that's very good. May you share may you share us with the schools in the division as well as with the entire division of Ormoc City with the outcome of their visit. And we heard the feedback were all positive and well. So wow, congratulations on that. Pwede
Thank you.
makigbahin ka sa mga Ma'am Roda sa mga experience ug sa mga panghitabo.
Okay. So actually, we're not part of the schools to be monitored. So we were not identified
Okay.
as to the schools will be monitored by the MIL. So ang kwan lang is that so we were assigned to accommodate them for one night in our school. And of course, because they are already coming to our school, we have to prepare and to show to them what we have already done. So,
Wow.
moto, ah pagka morning, syempre, di sad mi musugot nga naon, mi dili sad mi
Oh,
kitaon. So, no, invite na taga regional office.
oh.
I invited also, first I invited Assistant Regional Director Balani and Sir Kape. I told them to please visit our modular production area so that they can also give us technical assistance as to what the things that we are going to improve. So to give us comments sa among nabuhat. So and
Oh.
fortunately, so ilagi ko ana nga kanang among invitation. So ingon ako magpa-picture lang ta sa likod, sir.
Oh.
Ingon ko. So,
Mm.
at least pag suot ni Sir ARD, so mato, nagka-talk me and he appreciated kasi so we were able to put up now all the printers. All the printers are already in the module reproduction area. So the area is divided into two. The other half is for senior high school and ang usapan for junior high school. So, we can find in the modular production area so ang mga equipments and then also katong mga module learning as activity sheets to na nga to naka-arrange na gyud siya and napod sa among module reproduction area ang kanang process flow. So mo to ilang gi-appreciate gyud na ang process flow na ang persons involved for the second part na gikuan man namo in a tarpaulin. So we divided the tarpaulin into three parts. First part is the process flow. Nakita nila nga
Wow.
clear ko no ang processes sa pag-reproduce sa module. The second part is who are the persons involved on each step no, in the process flow.
Wow.
Then the third part, no, is the terms of reference of those persons involved. So mo to ila nakita, okay na, kaya na, pwede na mo, basa na lang ato, di na mi motubag. Basa na lang sila nga
Right.
to, klaro na umpisa.
Wow. Imagine, no, kanang it was like sa hindi inaasahang pagkakataon, no. You're
Yes,
not
sir.
expecting to be part of those schools who will be let's say validated or affirmed as to the preparations, but yet indeed you were confident enough, no, to show to them what your school have prepared for the opening of classes. So imagine, no, ingana kanindot, we were even informed. In fact, our schools division superintendent, as well as with our chief education supervisors, have commended on the positivity of feedback that we have heard from the regional team in their visit to your school. Okay, Ma'am Roda, congratulations on that.
Thank you. So one of
Rest
also the
assured,
highlights, sir, nga ila
okay, go
jud
ahead.
na appreciate na pajud mo ko sumpay pajud ko di pajud ko mahumandayon eh.
No
So
worries, take your time.
so one of the good sir nga ila gud gi-appreciate nga dili wala daw nakita sa tanan na na-visit nila is ang among learner module disinfection area. So naka-install man jud mig module disinfection area. So mao kuno to nga kanang among all the schools that they have already visited, it's only Linaw National High School ang naa-jud. So kumbaga
Okay.
concrete ang
Wow,
uban
okay.
ko kay gray areas pa man ko no.
Okay.
Yes,
May,
sir.
may you tell us more on this on this part of the preparation ninyo, Ma'am Rods? Pwede tagaan minimo og visual sa how it's going to be done on the disinfectation of the modules, particularly pagpadulong na sa atong delivery o retrieval unya.
Okay, so from the the retrieval process, sir, naa-dain diretso ang amo magong module will be put in a box. So it's
Okay.
inside a box, and then kanang from the field nanan siya sa box, diretso na mo siya sa module disinfection area. So that will be done every
Okay.
Friday. Okay, so
Okay.
ang dili man gyud ta maka-disinfect sa module itself, di ba? Kay papel man siya. O mabasa man siya. So mo nang Friday na mo kay based on what we know na kana kuno without a host, the virus will not thrive after 48 hours. So there is a big chance nga wala gid ma'am, di na mo survive ang virus. So mo nang mo retrieve me every Friday, and then pag Monday na namo ma-distribute sa subject teacher. So maka-station our module disinfection area kandra man gud siya, grills ra man gud siya, sir. So sa to pa open air.
Open up. Pwede rin makagawas-gawas ng hangin.
So mas kwan man ko na siya kaysa close siya ma-contain ra ang virus. So kay open man siya tapos bantang po siya sa init. So at least
Okay, which is
matapos
good.
siya.
Wow.
Wala siya.
So ingana naka-prepared, no? And
Yes, sir.
it's worth emulating. Hopefully your school will be considered as one of the schools to conduct or to come up with the dry run, with the pilot test of this modular distance learning, no, para so some other schools in our division can also benchmark and see the good practices which your school is doing this time. Sige, Ma'am
Yes,
Roda,
sir.
to continue kanang, what other preparations are you doing this time pa sa imong school for the opening of school year?
Okay,
Aduna
so
pa ba
for-
mga dugang nga mga gipangbuhat nimo?
Yes, sir. So we already identified we have 3 big catchment areas aside from those nga mga lagyo-lagyo gyud. So nagay big catchment areas na mo, and sa pag-pick up sa module, so we do not allow them to come to school kung katong mga lagyo. So to get their module. So we assigned area for kumbaga module station na mo. So like say sa Naungan, sa barangay Naungan. So naami puro kwan. So ang among module station kasagaran gyud are the houses of our teachers. Kay naman jud may teachers na kuyong adto.
Right.
Kay much better man kung ang teacher ang mo kuan naagi siya sa station kay at least kay bawo siya mo monitor. So
Right.
sa pag-deliver o sa paghatag po sa bata kung unsay kuan. So we designate areas that would be houses of the teachers o kung wala po teacher ngadto, we also ask the kanang PTA officers kung naa sila ngadto nga area and kagawad in charge kung wa nagikuan nga mabutangan na mo sila as module station. So that will be our drop off and pick up area. So in kuan sa every station namo nami master list from grade 7 to grade 12. So bali kung sa naungan, so for Purok 1 o Purok 2 of Naungan, so we have one module station that will be the house of Mr. Reynolds Ingas, one of our teachers.
Okay.
So kung kuan din ha, if the parents or guardian failed to get their module, the module of the learner, so si Sir Lingas will be all the module station will be given contact numbers of the kagawad in charge of Purok. So sila mo ay manawag sa kagawad Purok or mo text sa kagawad Purok that there are some learners or
Learners na
parents
wala pa nakuha. Right.
So just like Naungan, so I attended the session in Naungan and they agreed. So nga sila, kung sila ni mo follow up, kung dili mo kuha ang learners or our guardians kato sa module, from the module station, sila mismo ang muhatod nga to sa balay sa learners. Ano siya, sir?
Imagine, no? So, see, nindot siya kayo, no? And in addition lang, no, by tomorrow, you mentioned pa naman, no, of let's say, of placing, no, of let's say, mga sort of mga points sa paano ninyo, retrieval or delivery areas, in which you'll be connecting with the barangay officers, mga barangay officials.
Yes, sir.
By tomorrow, Ma'am Lani, together with ASDS, Sir Roji, and on us, will be meeting with the punong barangays and the Sangguniang barangay members to come up with this unified resolution for barangays to come up with ordinance na mga institutionalized, ma-unified ang setup nato in support to the school's learning continuity plan, especially with the implementation of the modular distance delivery mode nato. So somehow later on, good that you already have started. For sure, all other schools are also doing the same. They're connecting with our barangay officials. But with a unified ordinance or a sort of agreement between school management and the barangay, hopefully magdungan ta with the takeoff in the observance of this new delivery modality. Ma'am Roda, salamat kayo. Any message to your Linao National High School family and our SDO for a successful affirmation and reset to your school by the regional team headed by our ARD, Arnolfo Balane?
Yes, sir. Okay, I would like to say, first and foremost, I would like to say thank you sa personnel from Division Office, especially sa atong SDS, Ma'am Lani, and Sir ASDS Sir Roji, and si Ma'am Artem for assigning us. Okay, kung dili mi na-assign as place for accommodation, so dili na mahitabo. So thank you for that kay ikon mingon. So mo gid blessing din na so accept lang jud ka na ba dog kapoy. Anad naman ni kapoy. So with also anad nagkapoy kay kun di na kuno na deped og dili kapoy. So anad na mi so that's why I would like also to thank kanang akong mga kauban diri sa Linao National High School kay without them, without their support, especially also kang akong partner karon si Ma'am Pat Kilangtang. So without them, so dili gud niya may posible ang among nahimo karon. So because of their cooperation, because of their inputs also, so kanang mo tong naabot na mo tong mga positive nga mga comments from the regional office.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ma'am Roda, no? Salamat kayo sa tanan. Thank you kayo.
We are inviting stakeholders. We are accepting their help, their assistance, mga band papers, mga di dyan na ako kay modular ba yan ni? We really need that equipment. So willing na sad mi mo dawat anak.
Ma'am Lani, Ma'am Marta, nawagan na online, no? But anyway, we'll keep connected. Ang katong ano lang, mga request ninyo for sure we will address to that. Thank you, Ma'am Roda. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Good afternoon.
Okay, Ma'am Gislin, I think Ma'am Mobilia is already around.
Yes, ma'am, Ma'am Movilia. Ma'am?
Okay, there you go.
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Mabatera ni Ma'am Mobilia. Hello. Okay. Okay. May
Yes, ma'am.
may we
Hello,
know?
good
Yes.
afternoon.
Okay. Before we throw in questions to Ma'am Mobilia, no, with regards to their
Hello, good afternoon.
yes, good
Yes,
afternoon, Ma'am.
ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Maybe before we proceed further in asking questions to Ma'am Mobilia with regards to their activity. May we play on screen the some of the pictures highlighting the act of compassion which Ma'am Mobilia and the team have done for Linao National High School. There you go. Okay, mga food packs. Oh, mga food items. Wow.
And these are
Okay.
just some of the pictures who sent sa ato, sir, no?
Right.
Regarding
Right.
of their project of charity to their chosen community.
Right. Wow. Another istoryang positibo coming from Linao National High School. See, so it would seem like teachers, no, and some volunteers. There you go.
I believe the SSG is also active on
Wow.
this charity event, sir. Yes.
They're part of the no, they're
Yeah,
part
they
of
are part of this
the
project,
project.
no? Start them young.
See, I think some of the recipients there being seen on
Mhm.
screen. Okay, there you go. Nag-observe pa gid og social distancing no with well just putting
And
the
the
food kits
wearing
on
of
the
facial
table.
mask.
Right, wow. Sige, may we now have Ma'am Mobilia back on screen. Ma'am Mobilia, may you tell us more about this project and what has become the objective of that endeavor? Okay. Makapenetrate. Can Are we being heard okay? Mag-listen no? There's really that connectivity problem.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, may we just proceed? Sir Alvin. Anyway, we have just seen pictures from that project initiated by Ma'am Mobilia Laurente of Linao National High School. And as mentioned
Yes, sir.
by Ma'am
Yeah,
Gislin,
as per information that was sent to me, it was a joint project by the teaching force of Linao National High School and the SSG officers. So it's nice having both the teachers and the learners active on this charity event.
wow. So imagine, no? Training our youth, no?
Mhm.
Our learners to become better, to become better individuals and charitable individuals. So
Yes.
as they
Yes.
become leaders in the future, they already have that heart to to share and to give to others as well. Sige, wow. Let's proceed at this juncture. Uh, it would be an honor to introduce to you our first guest stakeholder this afternoon, our education partner. She is the research and development head. Again, I'll repeat that. Research and development head of Macrohon Automation and Industrial Services, the lead coordinator of the EasyLead Aralan program, It's a state-of-the-art millennial online classroom platform that proves that even in the absence of the face-to-face class, quality education is still possible. And to talk more about this program and their other means of support for DepEd or MOOC, we have with us this afternoon Ma'am Nika Inot.
Hello,
Okay.
everyone. Hi, good afternoon,
Hello,
Mr.
Ma'am
Hardin
Nika.
Hi,
and Miss
Katrina.
Jocelyn Abale.
Good, okay, good to have you in our
Yes.
Panaghisgutay program this
Hi.
week, ma'am.
Yes, it's such an honor, and thank you so much for inviting me to this
Right, right,
afternoon. Um,
right. Ma'am Nika, DepEd or MOOC actually is very lucky to have a stakeholder who gallantly offered an online system. This is an online platform that is very timely in our adaptation of the new educational learning modalities. Ma'am, may you tell us more
True.
about this Eastlid Aralan and its features?
Yeah, sure. So, no, Mr. Hardin, online learning is one of the hot topics nowadays, as you know.
Right, right.
So, with the threat of COVID-19 global pandemic just around the corner, health and safety concern is our utmost priority. So, due to this, we, the team of Macrohan Automation Industrial, come up with the system that can make and help both educators and as well as the students. So I'm just going to talk na lang, Sir Hardino, about what it
Go
is
ahead,
about.
please, ma'am. Yes, yes. For the
So
information
yes,
of all of our viewers and the Pedarmo.
yes. So the newly developed system, which aims to give the solution to one of our main concerns nowadays, which is the safety of our education, as you mentioned earlier. Um, Another school year is about to start, but before I proceed to that one, I'd like to introduce about Macrohon automation and industrial and what we usually do. So mainly we specializes in sales, services, research and development of the industrial automation control system, building management and control system. So this year 2020, due to COVID-19 global pandemic, we have come up with an innovation that will surely make lives of our educators and learners a lot easier. So we have developed what we call as e-silid aralan. So it is an online and offline remote classroom. So note ha, it's an online and offline remote classroom. So it doesn't need an internet connection because that's one of the things that most of our students and teachers has been really worried about with regards to this online teaching. So this is designed to allow the educators and learners have classes both the online and offline, as mentioned, easy, manageable for both the students and their teachers. So which is easy and user-friendly interface. So we had a little bit of run through with this one with Mr. Hardin that was a week ago. So he already sees it now with the system. So this system is sure to make lives a lot easier. So kana siyang ang mga pros aning ato ang silid aralan is of course it will prevent the spread of COVID-19. That's number one. Number two, less cost than being on a daily route. As mentioned by Mrs. Mobilia earlier, they have to basically give the module to the barangay captain, sakto ba sir? So,
Yes, yes, yes.
tingnan na,
Right.
oo. And then number three is more convenient way of learning at home. And also another thing is, this is the most important probably na atong makuan is, it's 99% paperless experience and
Wow.
environment friendly. So there. So it offers online and offline learning experience. So we also have like offers gadget friendly platform. So even the phone of our students and teachers, they will be able to use this platform and it's for free.
Wow. Right, ma'am.
Mm,
Also, imagine, no? Ma'am, how we wish to, ano, no? How we wish to have our schools, particularly our teachers, to be familiar on the system. Maybe we can request for a schedule on this to come up with an online demonstration for teachers to see and experience for themselves, as well as receive feedback from them as well. So we can make the system fully operational comes August 24 and it starts a klase. Let's
Yes.
take note of this, no? Our dear administrators and teachers in the field. This is a free, online, this is a free online platform. They're offering this to us for free. So it's a high opportunity for us to come up with the use of this educational resource, particularly sa online learning of our learners. Sige, Ma'am
Yes.
Nick, you mentioned like it's already it can be done online and offline, meaning without the availability of the internet. Uh,
Yes.
for the online, it's going to be free, meaning wala gay bayaran ang
Yes.
schools or anybody who will be using the system.
Yes, so this is not a software that it can be installed in the computer. So this is a platform just like Facebook, wherein they can just log in, and then we can just basically give them the code, and they can use it for free. So if they wish to have the student like interact with them, they can basically use Zoom or Skype. That's with internet. So that's for free. They can just log into our platform, and we will be giving them the code. And aside from that, Sir Hardino, the software is, the platform is basically made for the teachers. So it's easy, very organized, and as well as mas kana siyang mas matarong nila og organize ilang module. So we have one teacher with us sa research and development na nag-assist na mo. So we basically put all the notes that one teacher will be needing if they will be teaching online.
Oh, wow, imagine, no? So that's really of great help and of significant support to us, particular teachers on the field, on the application or implementation of online learning. Ma'am Nick, may we inquire of this? What inspired the management in coming up with this educational platform, this innovation, and for coming up with that noble intent of sharing this for free to us, our teachers and
So
learners?
yeah, so people are asking why we should support the shift from conventional teaching, no, into online teaching and learning. So the reason behind this is that due to the increased number of COVID-19 cases here in our country, it is evident that it is not yet safe for anyone to go outdoors and and conduct actual face-to-face classes. I don't think you want your kids to go outside, right? So
Right, right.
even ako. So not even any gathering, social distancing is an effective way of preventing the spread of the virus. So that's why kana siyang sa karon gadaw sad na murag lisod kaayo igawa sa karon, and then I think everyone will agree with this that staying at home is still the best way to stay safe.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you, Ma'am Nika. Ma'am Nika, thank you so much on on that very informative, let's say details regarding Isilit Aralan. We'll be connecting you more on that as we move forward and as we prepare our learners and our teachers for the free use of this platform. Ma'am, any words to our
Yes.
teachers and students in the use of this system, particularly the Isilit Aralan program?
I'm sorry, sir.
Any words to our teachers and students in the use of Easily Aralan as one of the convenient online platforms for the teaching learning measures?
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, sir. Dikat ka, gamay.
Okay, okay. Yes, okay. Ma'am, any words for our teachers, our students
Yeah.
regarding the use of Easily Aralan program?
Yes, with this one, the first time that we actually made this one, we really wanted everyone na makagamit ani unta, because this is our way of like helping the society in terms of preventing COVID, and not compromising ang ato ang pag-eskwela. So I hope that this one or this system will make our lives, both our teachers and our student, much comfortable and more time also with the family, cost efficient and environment friendly.
Uh, Thank you, Ma'am Nika. Ha? We do look forward to coming up with, let's say, a concrete visual and use demonstration and use of this program, of this platform with our school heads and our teachers and maybe even our learners before the start of the school year. Maybe we can schedule on
Yes.
that, ma'am. We'll just connect with our education, chief education supervisor, as well as our schools division superintendent for that matter.
Yes,
Ma'am
that would be
Nika, thank
really
you so much for your
awesome.
time. Right, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
your time.
also. Thank you,
Okay.
Mr. Robert Hardin, and also Miss Giselle. Thank you for having me right now. And to everyone who's watching, I hope you guys are keeping safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
That was Ma'am Nika Inot of Macrohon Automation and Industrial Services Corporation.
Yes.
They're uh, the research and development head.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Before we proceed further, may we have this? Let's have this question trivia to be raised, no, to our viewers, to all of our viewers this afternoon, and the lucky viewers. Ghislaine, do I have to show this? Okay.
Yes, you have to show
Okay.
it to them, sir.
We have this from Macrohon Automation. Wow, it's a 32 gig
Wow.
USB flash drive.
Yes.
We actually have lot, but by this time we will be giving away 4 USB 4 flash drive to our 4 lucky winner.
Very
Okay.
timely for our
Yes.
modular and online classes, sir,
4.
no?
Here's the question.
Hmm.
What is that online and offline educational platform which Macrohon Education and Industrial Services Corporation through Ma'am Nika Inot, their research and development head, is offering to DepEd Ormoc City for free? Okay, unsa ni siya nga online platform na pwede magamit actually online or offline? It's a system that they're offering us for free. Okay?
So
Yes.
online and offline, no? Wow,
It was
nice.
highlighted by Ma'am Nika. Okay, the 4 to give the right answer will receive the USB flash drive. And to give the answer, this name you tell us uh how to send us their answer. Ghislaine?
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. You have to answer through our DepEd tayo Ormoc City Division. Ayaw comment. So, i-PM sa amin yung answer so that you can join and you will have the chance to win our 32. Am I right, sir? 32 gig
Yes, yes.
USB flash drive. So again, PM as your answers. Don't reveal your answers on the comment boxes. And our facilitators are friends here from the Social Mobilization and Networking is trying to validate your answers through the box na to sa DepEd tayo or Ormoc City Division. Alright.
Okay. So that's clear. So not in the comment section. Instead, it will be sent to us via the send message or the inbox sa DepEd tayo Ormoc City Division. Okay. We'll announce the winner later on. And to proceed, our next guest,
Well,
Ghislaine.
yes, our next guest is affiliated to the leading office and school supply store in the country. I'm talking about National Bookstores. We have a very big stakeholder with us this afternoon. And just in Ormoc City, they have 2 branches, one in Robinson's Mall and one in LMC Ormoc. And our guest is the executive director of the National Bookstore Foundation, and she will share with us their program support for DepEd Ormoc. Joining us this afternoon is Ms. Bea Andrea Torres. Ma'am Bea?
Hello po. Hi, good afternoon po. Good afternoon po, sir.
Hi, Ma'am Bea.
Hello, Ma'am Bea.
Hello po.
Wow.
It was good to see everyone in Ormoc while I'm here in Manila po. So I hope everyone is safe and I hope everyone will be ready as we embark this new modalities for learning.
Right,
so thank
right.
you for the invitation.
Okay. Ma'am Bea
It was
Torres
just so
is
unfortunate that
okay. Ma'am Bea Torres is the Executive Director of National Bookstore Foundation. In fact,
Yes.
Ormoc City had been recipients for a lot of support coming from their foundation. No? And in fact, DepEd Ormoc would like to thank National Bookstore Foundation for that, especially this time for reaching us and for connecting us in their very considerable offer of support in way of donation scheme for our schools in the division. Ma'am Bea, may you tell us and our school administrators about this?
Would it be okay if I share a screen, sir?
Yes, you may. Sir Alvin, Ma'am Bea would like to share screen. Okay.
Ma'am,
Right.
just
Sorry
click
po.
the share screen, ma'am.
Okay.
You just click the share
This one.
screen and you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Ito na po. Yes, sir. So again, good afternoon. Thank you, sir, for inviting me to be one of your guests today. So before I start with this explanation on how we can help the schools further in this new normal as we talk about it, I'd like to apologize po muna for some of our schools that we were supposed to hold turnovers of our two libraries in our mock. It was just so unfortunate that we encountered this COVID. Dapat ho, pupunta ho tayo dyan nitong March. And we were supposed to bring in one of the most popular authors worldwide, si Mitch Album. But again, I'm really sorry that it has to be put on hold. Then again, I hope someday or in the future we'll be able
In due
to
time,
put use
yeah.
whatever we build there. Ormoc is very blessed because there are only two sites in the Philippines na meron pong ganyang library. So anyway, discuss ko lang po, as we know po, this donation counterpart packages prepared by National Bookstore and National Bookstore Foundation was actually consulted with Department of Education in Central Office. We learned that there are various school supplies kahit na online po tayo na kailangan pa rin ng mga eskwelahan natin. So what we're proposing is that for every purchase or amount purchase of each school in National Bookstore, we will complement your purchase with certain donation. Example po, ma'am, kung 5,000 po yung purchase natin, you have the option to be given with school supplies like notebook, pencil, sharpener, eraser, 50 cents po yan, or an option to receive books. So kung
Yeah.
5,000 po na isa pa is option B is 100 kids. So wala pong book doon. So I'm just explaining here po, as your purchase grow higher, we donate more. So
Right,
ibig
right.
sabihin, from 5,000 po, you can receive 50 kits, pero if your purchases po will turn out 15,000, we give you 300 kits. Ano po ba yung composition per kit? We have 2 notebooks, pencil, sharpener, eraser, or an option kung higher po ang purchase natin, pwede po may tsinelas. Depende po dun sa dalawang brackets natin.
Right.
So, those purchases po will be can be made in our branches in National Bookstore, SM Ormoc, and Robinson's Ormoc. So, kung mas mataas po yung purchase natin sa 15,000, mas marami pa po yung ma-receive ng school.
Right.
So, technically po, if you buy a certain amount sa amin po, at the minimum of 5,000, single receipt, may mauuwi po kayong libre for the school or for your students.
Wow. Wow.
So,
That's a very that indeed is right.
Right. Actually po, from my report po, parang may 2 schools na po na makaka-receive it. I'm not too sure of the names, but there are 2 schools in Ormoc who went to our store and will be receiving their kits very soon.
Wow. In support to that donation scheme which our National Bookstore Foundation is telling our school administrators and the entire Ormoc City community, we have released a division memorandum number 307 series of 2020. It's entitled National Bookstore Proposed National Scheme for Public Schools. So even as in the division, we have seen the very considerable offer that National Bookstore Foundation is giving us, especially these times of these times na we do need support and resources again for our learners when they go back to schools, even with the observance of the distance learning modality. Yet there will still be items, school items that they will be needing in doing their school activities at home.
We actually understand the plight of the schools and plight of the parents para po, kaya po naisip namin yung scheme, kaya sabi namin, pag bumili sila, especially kung public school, dagdagan natin yung bibilihin nila by offering this for free.
Thank you so much on that. No, Ma'am Bea, we have this inquiry coming from the field. I actually included this in our list. We understand that this offer is being forwarded or being relayed to our schools, Mama. No, how about if a donor, it's like a donor, a private individual, whom considered a donor, wishes to purchase a certain amount under this scheme, will purchase.
They can be considered.
Okay, that will still be
yes, sir.
That will still be counted in favor of the support to the school children.
Yes, sir. That's okay. That's okay po. What we just need, sir, is actually the name of the school, the address, and the contact, so that your school can also avail of the school privileges.
Wow.
So we just need to report to DepEd Central Office that a certain donor, example, ako po yung nag-donate, hindi public school, but ako po yung nag-donate, but I would like to donate to one of your school. I just have to indicate the company.
Okay, that would be good. That would be good. Imagine with that amount, we can imagine with just 5,000, we can already have like 100 kits for school children, and that's already a big number.
Pag kinompute nyo po siya, that's 5,000 plus actually more or less 3,500 to 4,000 worth of free supplies.
Wow. So imagine that's like 60 to 80% more with what you have with the value that you have purchased.
It's a very limited offer po kasi ang offer po is actually good for all public schools nationwide across the country. So, if you grab that opportunity now, meron pa pong stocks na pwedeng ibigay.
Okay. There's one thing, Ma'am Bea, especially this actually concerns in our division level, no, when purchases or procurement is beyond the how do you call it, the small value. How about if procurement is to be made through field JIPs, meaning if the value is, let's say, I think Sir Roger, if I'm right, that's 50,000 and up.
50,000.
Will there be a field
meron
JIPs?
Naman po kami,
meron ng National Bookstore?
Accredited naman po kami ng field JIPs. So the stores or our stores in Rob Ormoc and SM Ormoc are aware of the procedure. So pwede naman po siya isama sa field JIPs.
Okay, so imagine, so malaking tulong siya, for school. So we're calling out our school administrators for this option, for this consideration, to be able to provide added resource, added support to our school children comes the opening of classes this August 24. Ma'am Bea, some words from National Bookstore Foundation to DepEd Ormoc City.
Well, number one po, let's all pray that eventually we will return to our normal situation, and let's all pray that no one in our family, in our respective communities, schools, students will be affected of this COVID-19. And rest assured po, with National Bookstore, we will always be at your back. We will support you, and we will be of assistance as long as we are able to do so, sir. Okay. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Ma'am Bea. Thank you so much for your time and for being with us in our episode this week.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma'am Bea.
Thank you. Everyone.
Yes, Sir Rosie.
I just want to I just want to give thanks to Ma'am Bea for their support to Ormoc City Division. Can I ask question as to
yes, go ahead,
when will this supply as to when will this promo ends? Kasi sinabi niya Ma'am Bea, makaas lang kasi sinabi mo kanina na habang may supply pa. So, ibig sabihin may ano ba
supply,
dito?
sir. Wala pa naman po
Kung
kami engine.
Okay.
As long as meron pa po kami ibibigay, we'll run po.
Okay.
So will you let our school or our division know if kung kailan magtatapos yung promo?
Yes.
Or yung
we'll know.
Okay.
So far, sir, meron pa po kaming more or less good for 10,000 students na pwedeng ibigay.
Okay. So that's much.
As long as wala po tayong problema sa shipping. Kasi pag nag-change po yung PR natin na quarantine or what. We still have 10,000, good for 10,000 children in Cebu. And since yun po yung pinakamalapit sa Ormoc, the materials are really coming from Cebu to Ormoc.
Okay, so
thank you very much.
To avail it at hindi maunahan ng ibang municipalities.
Sir Roger, would it be right to say, bili na?
Sayang po.
Diba, okay.
You need to switch your school heads.
Bisita na po kayo sa
Bili na tayo sa National Bookstore.
Opo. Sayang po, sayang.
Thank you so much. Okay. Maraming salamat.
Is this only intended for Ormoc, Ma'am Bea? Is this only intended for Ormoc City?
No po, it's intended for all public schools nationwide po.
Come again?
It's intended for all public schools po nationwide. Opo.
What I mean that 10,000 that 10,000 kids.
Ano po? Hindi po. Visayas area po.
So this is in the first come, first served basis?
First come, first served basis. If we're blessed over the months and over the weeks na dumami pa po yung ma-generate naming materials, madadagdagan po yun definitely, sir.
So, before the school head will purchase, one should ask first if nandyan pa ba yung
Yes,
foundation, magbibigay pa ba yung
Yes.
So yun, to be assured na bibigyan ng counterpart ang school head ng foundation ninyo. Oo, kasi baka bibili sila tapos wala na palang naibigay.
So far po, kaya naman, sir. Huwag po sila mag-alala. Kaya po yan.
Okay.
Opo, kakayanin.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's coming from the Executive Director of National Bookstore
Foundation. Po, kaya po yan. Bibigyan natin.
Wow.
Kung wala man po, gagawa ko ng paraan para magkaroon, sir.
See,
Okay.
I assure you that.
Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Bea. Thank you so much.
Ingat po kayo. Ingat po.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, at this point, mamimigay tayo ng items, no? This one's from National Bookstore.
It's really nice, I assure you.
Foundation. Nakakita na si guest line nani. They call this Jotterpad.
Jotterpad. And I think they have a Sharpie pen, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they have the Sharpie pen and then a mini notepad with a bigger one on it. So
parang memo pad siya, sir.
It really is very nice. Each of them.
It's really nice.
So here's the question. Okay. What are the two branches, or where can we find the two branches of National Bookstore in Ormoc City? Asa makita ang duha ka branches of National Bookstore in Ormoc City? It was mentioned we only have two in Ormoc. So type it in now.
Message us your answers.
Okay, and then there will be 4 winners for that. Later on, we'll be announcing it. Do we have winners already for the first question, for the 4 USB flash drive? Okay, sige, we'll take time on that later on if dungan na nato pag-announce, no? Okay, so Gislaine, I think our friend from one of our education partners is already on the back page. Our next guest
He is the regional operations manager of City Savings Bank, and he is quite popular to that edge, especially that he is the vanguard during our partnership events. Money per naka-front. May it be partnership with the region or partnership activities with the schools division. Yet just recently, they turned over their health and sanitation support to our schools division superintendent. Kaghapon na siya. It happened yesterday. And this afternoon, we might be hearing other good news and support from City Savings Bank. So we shall not hold it much further. We have with us Mr. Dandan Ruiz. Okay, wow, ang duha jud. Oh, okay.
Yay!
Hi, hello.
And Sir Emmanuel Rubio, Sir Butch.
Mayong
Okay.
hapon. Good afternoon,
Good
everyone.
afternoon,
Good
sirs.
afternoon.
It's good to see you again, sir, ma'am. And
Salamat
hope
kayo.
everyone is well and safe.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
so
Thank you
for
for visiting our program.
Okay, Sir Butch, bati anay ka Sir Butch. Greetings nanay.
Good afternoon.
Okay,
Good afternoon.
uh,
Madong, right?
okay, okay. Okay kayo. Okay, Sir Dandan and Sir Butch, SDO Ormoc had just received no ample support coming from City Savings Bank. In fact, it was yesterday that you turned over to us items for health and sanitation in way of prevention to COVID-19 disease. Your partnership with us had come a long way, for it has been, we say, a program and a partnership hallmark under your corporate social responsibility to make that ed a big part of it and a priority. Sir Dandan, Sir Butch, may you tell us about CSB's partnership endeavor at the Ormoc City or maybe the entire Region 8 natin?
Okay, good afternoon once again. No? Um, Corporate social responsibility plays an integral part of how we do business, no? Because we do not just do business, but we also give back to the community that we are present, no? Especially DepEd, no? Which is very close to our hearts. And CSR budget, it is a regular meron naagid tay budget allocation na, no, every year. The usual corporate social responsibilities are brigada projects, no. We're very active. ALS project, we give a number of laptop already to ALS, and of course the Project Pink. If you remember, sir, we had it
Yes.
last year, the
Right.
breast
The
cancer
breast
awareness.
Right.
And then of course the Project Peraparasyon, no? This is quite popular, in demand by the schools, especially that it is about financial literacy.
Right.
And for this year, because of this unexpected pandemic, majority of our budget for 2020 is diverted to COVID-related projects. No? And as you mentioned, we just turned over our donations to the division office and senior high school, no? Yesterday. Safety and sanitation supplies. And then of course we also, this is not just for Ormoc City Division. This is bank wide, no? And for Region 8, we also turn over a volume of PPEs, no? And of course, we also support the learning continuity plan. As we know, they are already online, and we are preparing for the upcoming opening of classes this August 24. We have two raised block machines and a heavy duty printers, no, scheduled for turnover to DepEd Regional Office. I already coordinated this with RDO Itico, and And of course, no, we also have Project Agile. What is this about? This is alam namin na kailangan natin yung online class, no, for this year. Project Agile is we train the DepEd teachers, no, how to use Google Suites, no,
Okay.
especially doing online classes. And yun. So we will coordinate lang, Sir Robert, no, soon
Okay.
with you how we can do this, no. Maybe we can do this by cluster, by group, by batch, no. 30 or 40 pwede. Then yun. And this is a 3 sessions. 3 days ni siya, 3 sessions.
Okay.
So yun. And then as mentioned yesterday, kung unsa pa to among pwedeng ma-extend the support for Ormoc City Division, we'll talk about it, sir. No?
Okay.
And total worth of donations to date, no, utilized is already 830,000 only for Region 8, no, only for DepEd Region 8. That is 830,000. But of course,
big, no?
yes, sir. But actually, di man lang na kay kutob diha, no.
Right.
If mapadayunan taghatag og blessing, of course, Ormoc City Division is naagi na sa top, no.
Okay.
Atong i-consider yun, no,
Yes,
for donations.
We understand, no, that you, Sir Dandan and Sir Butch, are lumad Ormocanons, no? For sure.
Yes, sir.
It would give,
Ormocanon.
it would give a lot of favor to DepEd Ormoc with the provision of educational resource support.
Yes, sir. True.
Tinod. Sige, thank you so much, Sir Dandan, na, for all the support that you're bestowing Ormoc City Division. And of course, we have a long way ahead of us, and let's keep the partnership ties stronger and better. Sir Dan and Sir Butch, any marketing update from CSB? Would you like the public to know about it? You may go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Sige.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Oh, loud and clear, Sir Butch. Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir. Padayon gihapon, sir, ang atong quality service sa mga clients nato. And sa pagkakaroon, we have in support sa ato during face-to-face transaction natay online application and natay kanang services to cater sa kuan sa atong teachers. Pwede ta mo pick up application, and every approved loan natay ihatag nga umbrella.
Wow,
labi na karon kay rainy season na. So natay yes.
Okay, sige. Okay.
So mo na siya, sir, niya padayon gihapon mo extra mile mi ngadto sa mga schools o asay convenient nilang time atong serbisyoan gihapon, sir.
To add, sir,
yes, sir, Dan.
We have our loan rangers, no?
Okay.
So for those interested teachers to avail loan with us, no need na to visit physically there is atong office, especially now na ay social distancing, no, na ay social distancing, na ay strict borders. Atong buhaton na mo extend ta extra mile service sa atong dear clients. Pwede gyud na mo anhaon ang ilang class, ilang schools, asa na sila na sign, division offices, ug hain man na sila among aduon. Kami maoy moduol ngadto sa among kliyente para nga among ma-process. We just bring tablet, no? So diha na tanan ang processing namo sa among tablet. So one time, and then of course the release of proceeds is through ATM. So very convenient, no less hassle, especially
that is
under current condition.
That is in addition to your online transaction system, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, imagine na. Okay,
Yes,
wow. Thank you so much, nindot kayo, no?
Thank you.
Salamat kayo sa mga
Thank-
innovations and for reaching us up in DepEd Ormoc. Sir Dandan and
Thank you
Sir
very
Butch,
much.
thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sirs.
Salamat
Thank you,
kayo.
sir.
Okay. Okay. And at this point, no, speaking of City Savings Bank, no, naipakita na nato. There you go. It's may blend yun nila, same color yun sa gisulot nila Sir Butch and Sir Dandan ba. We'll be giving away two foldable umbrellas, two colorful umbrellas, yellow and purple, if you will answer the question right. Ghislaine, would you like to raise the question? Or okay, the question is
Yes,
actually
the
with me.
question is with
Okay.
Sardine.
Sige,
So
okay.
do the honors na lang, sir.
Okay. Well, I'll do this.
Mhm.
Okay, here's the question. What do you call the online program of DepEd Ormoc every Wednesday at 2 p.m.? Sounds familiar?
Lisod.
This is
Lisod.
actually this is actually another initiative of SDO Ormoc that is conducted via online platform, which aims to inform Ormocanans on the latest updates in preparation for the start of the new school year, as well as giving answers and clarifications to pressing issues and concerns relative to the delivery of education in the new normal. Okay,
That is
so
right.
you know the answer? Mabasa-basa ko likod. Okay,
Dili.
send it in so that you can have one of these umbrellas. Whether we'll be receiving or we'll be having two winners, okay?
Yes, oo.
Naman ako sulti ba? Nanak nila kasi sa answer. Anyway, we'll be reading them and we'll be announcing them on air in a little while.
Later.
There you
So while
go.
everyone is still answering our questions, no, sir, I think our next guest is ready.
Yes.
We have our next guest already. Okay, for our last but definitely not the least of our stakeholders guest this afternoon, no, he's the area head of Region 8 BDO, of which is very vocal in demonstrating their support for all the programs and projects of DepEd Ormoc, especially DepEd Ormoc. He has some good news to tell and still to discuss more about these details. We give you Mr. Nino De Loyola. Sir? Hi,
Hello,
good
Sir
afternoon,
Neil.
sir.
Hello, thank you for inviting. Good afternoon, Sir Robert. Good afternoon, Ma'am Abel.
Yeah, afternoon,
Thank
sir.
you for inviting me.
Yes.
This opportunity.
And then that we have with us SDS Lani Cervantes and ASDS Rudy Sombilon on the backstage. Sir Neil.
Good afternoon, Ma'am Lani and
Afternoon.
Sir Somilon.
Okay.
Good afternoon,
Sir Neil.
Sir Daniel.
Good afternoon.
See? Naminaw na siya nato, Sir Neil. Dako na sila mapasalamaton sa inyong suporta sa DepEd. Sir Nin, we understand now we have this emerging partnership ties. We were notified that BDO Network Bank had just started December of last year, no? So di pa gid siya nadugay, but yet we have this emerging partnership ties with you, and the closeness even behind the profession. DepEd Ormoc is fortunate enough to have you, Sir Nino, as the forefront of BDO Network Bank Ormoc. We do understand as well nga lumadsad kang Ormocano dungan-dungan.
Lumad yun nga Ormocanon, sir.
Right. It was our partnership proposals and deals that led to the selection of SDO Ormoc through the External Partnership Service of DepEd Central Office nga mahimong masuportahan ta sa atong division's learning continuity plan, especially on the implementation of modular distance learning delivery mode. And most particularly sa printing of learning modules for DepEd Ormoc City Division. Sir Nino, may you tell our viewers, may you tell DepEd Ormoc about this?
Okay. Good afternoon once again. Ako lang isulti just a short overview of Video Network Bank. Video Network Bank is not just new in the Philippines. Previously, it's a one network bank Main ani niya is Davao. Dekada na pud ni siya, dugay na pud ni nga partner pud sa DepEd, but new sa diri sa Region 8. In fact, branches nato sa Region 8 is Leyte pa lang, Ilongos, Tacloban, and Ormoc. Eventually, we are on process ang among accreditation, DepEd accreditation for Samar, Biliran, and Southern Leytes. Hopefully, naigo lang yun ni sa pandemic. Unta to this year mo na pag-open kini nga mga areas nga na mention ako. And then as a part of our corporate social responsibility, which is our tagline is we find ways, we really find ways to reach out to our beloved teachers. Kay ako sad mismo, not just close to DepEd but bloodline ako is teachers. Akong mama teacher, akong mga umangko, anak ko umangko na teacher. And then naapoy akong mga kadugo pod nga non-teaching naapod sa division. So not just close but bloodline. So ako gyud gi barugan pod ang among kuan nga mo partner pod mi sa DepEd. Do dili pa nga nakadako mi diri sa Region 8 but as I have said na we really find ways to help the teachers especially here in Ormoc, not just Ormoc but region wide as well.
Right.
So among kuan is let's say sa new normal nato karon is modular naman taron. So most probably mga bond papers or unsay mga gamit nga pwede magamit sa teachers nga pwede nilang i-share i-gamit nito sa mga students kay para at least successful ang atong online.
Yes. Yes, so thank you Sir Nin, that is in addition no sa kung saan pa sa local base lang nanimo na coverage no. In addition sa identification of DepEd or MOC being the recipient no sa atong program sa inyong mother how do you call that, the mother unit or the
company.
Company, yes, in which through your linkage we were able to become one of the, let's say, blessed recipients no na kundiin ang atong mga module in terms of its printing will then be taken charge by BDO.
Yes.
So
yes,
kindly extend our sincere gratitude and appreciation to your management na lang for this very charitable and partnership support that you have given us in the
Yes, Sir Robert. Makaabot.
And of course, with the local perspective that under your coverage, again you mentioned there will be schools and there will be more who will be receiving added support coming from your end.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that we are more grateful pag yun. Mas nadugangan pa no. So nagkaabot ang national support and the local support of the BDO management. Thank you so much Sir Nino no.
Yes,
Sir Nino,
thank you.
Any update from any update you'd like our teachers, our school administrators to know about BDO this time?
Yes, sir. Okay. BDO Network Bank is catering salary loans for the teachers, teaching and non-teaching. With para dili pud sila mahasol, kami na po moduol nila. We have this what we call online, and then with proceeds nga dili cash, ATM gyapon para secure. Especially nowadays nga medyo naatay mga strict sa mga borders. So kami na pud ang reach out. That's why our tagline is we find ways.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. And then And then aside po sa among product nga DepEd salary teachers, we have also this what we call the microfinance. Amo sa gikater ng mga small businesses with lower interest with no collateral. So part po na sa amo ang products.
Uh, so that's a good news no to everyone, especially to the Ped Ormoc for their mga preferences, especially in times of
Yes, sir.
needy situations no. Sir
Yes,
Nino,
sir.
thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate your being part of this week's Panaghisgutay episode natin. Dagan kayong salamat.
Sir Robert, in
Yes,
addition
sir.
also,
Thank you very much,
Go ahead, go
sir.
ahead.
in addition
Go ahead.
po, before I forget, naapod me somehow, makidiscuss lang ko, sir. We will be donating also laptops.
Wow.
Coordinate lang ko ninyo, sir. Puhod-puhod.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So we look forward to that partnership.
Yes,
Deal
sir.
with you. To the recipients who will be able to make use of the resources that will be helping us. For sure,
Yes,
it
sir.
it would be an added support and added help to Ormoc City Division. Update na lang yung tapahon, Sir Ninyo. Salamat
Okay,
kayo.
Sir Robert. Thank you very much. Ingat, ingat.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Naka-receive ka na laptop, sir, no?
Okay.
Okay, I have here with
Whoever they may be,
the list
they'll
of
be lucky.
winners.
Okay.
Yes. I have here the list of winners na, no? Awesome, dapat may question.
Okay. Sige,
May
we still have this
question.
question before nato i-announce
Reveal
no
ang
para
answer.
okay, there you go. Maklaro na. Okay, there you go. BDO
Wow.
Network Bank. It's a plastic fan plus
Hand fans. Yes, they're hand
okay,
fans.
it's a long umbrella. It's a long umbrella, no? A long umbrella and fan in which will be received by our viewer who will give us the right answer, no? Here's the thing, or here's the question. What do you call the segment or the portion of Panaghisgutay in which we feature the act of compassion or the positivity and act of kindness by our DepEd or MOOC, either be it in schools, by our teachers, and by all DepEd community. Unsa ang tawag aning segment nga kundiin ato gi-highlight ang kanang mga kalihukan sa ato mga teachers and the entire DepEd or MOOC. It's composed of two words, no? Clue, hint, initial, no? I, E. With an exclamation point. Okay, if you know the answer, send it now. Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, while waiting for our winners for the fourth and final quiz na to karon, sir, should we reveal na our winners for our first three questions?
Yes, we can. Ang first
Okay.
question nato is ano no?
First question nato ay flash drive, USB flash drive.
Ang question
32
nato
gig.
is ang saang pangutan nato gid?
What do you call we have Macrohon Automations as our guest, and they have a program. Yes, they have an online program and assistance for our teachers and our learners. So what is that program? Okay, that was the question. And we have for winners. Wow. Congratulations.
By the way, the correct answer is Isilid Aralan.
Isilid Aralan. Congratulations to first winner, May Esther Española Arones. Okay. Kani siya, yeah, sounds familiar, sir, no? Kani siya ikaduha nga winner, sir. Murag swerte dyan ni siya. Mga quiz, no? Because our second winner is our ever supporting sa Panaghisgutay nga planning officer, Mr. Ryan Tero Bukao. Congratulations, sir.
Okay.
Third, nato we have Ma'am Gingging Alin Sonorin Lucero.
Ma'am Gingging Lucero. Okay, that's the third, no? Ikatulo. The fourth.
And our fourth winner, I believe, iyahara ni siya, code name iyahang ni Mr. Rebak Bognan. Is this Mr. Jessica Bear? If I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. Rebak Bognan. Sir Jessica Bear. Ayun. So that was our
Sure.
4 winners for 32 gig USB flash drive.
Okay. Wow. Second question. Winners nato for the second question. Ang question nato no are the two branches of National
Yes.
Bookstore.
Where can we find the 2 branches of National
We
Bookstore?
have how many winners for that? 4. Okay. May you name the 4 winners?
Yes, we have Ma'am Woodville.
By the way, the correct answer to that is SM
Ormoc,
branch
and we have
Robinson
Robinson's Mall. Yes.
Place Ormoc.
Oh yes. So we have Ma'am Villa Florentina Laurente. We have Ma'am Gemma Gubalani. We have Dr. Cristina Labor and Ma'am Emily Gallardo Quizon Alejandre. Yun.
Pamanangin lang mga ang jotter pad and
the jotter pads, the memo pad, and with the I think it's a Sharpie pen. Yes. For our third winner, no. So
winner for
revealing the answer, sir.
for the third question.
Third question.
Yes. Wala lang. Wala. Okay. Okay, we have winner of CSB umbrella is Ma'am Marifet Aneo. Ma'am Marifet Aneo. Congratulations. You just won this
Congratulations.
umbrella from City Savings Bank. Okay, do we have winners now from our fourth question? Jet and
who is our lucky winner for our fourth question?
Okay. It's like nag-load pa ang system.
Nag-load pa, okay.
So we may if
no worries, we will post the winners naman on our Dapat Tayo Ormoc City Division page.
Right.
Okay.
At this time, we would like to hear from if there would be any message or update coming from our schools division superintendent as well as our assistant schools division superintendent, Ma'am Lani and Sir Roger respectively.
Good afternoon, ma'am and sir.
Hello. Okay. So, sinong mauna? Si Sir J ako.
You go ahead, ma'am.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Sige. Good afternoon to all our listeners and viewers of Panaghisgutay, and also to our guests and internal and external stakeholders. Kumusta man mo karong hapuna? Hinaot unta nga naata tanan sa maayong kabubuton o maayong panglawas. I'm sure happy mo no, especially kadtong nakadaot sa atong mga question or atong quiz, instant quiz. So
pwede ba ka appeal?
Unta ang ako na diha. Pwede ba mo appeal or pwede nato pa-appeal na taga division office. Singali ka nato kung listeners mo ingon nga kung ano nga ila-ila ra dapat ang ato mga outside listeners, pero sige lang kung pa-intra ng taga division office ma-intra pod ko. So I miss last week's Panaghisgutay no, because I was with the regional monitoring, evaluation and accountability of learning headed by our assistant regional director Dr. Anonfo Palani, but of course, our very capable Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Mario Roger Sombilon, was here and was here to give you the updates with regards to the atong mga activities there is a division office. So thank you very much, Sir Roger, for representing the division office last week. So during the visit of ARD Balani and his team, we knew a lot, lalo na when I said nga mura ta og nagjuhari window. There are things which we all know, mga issues ang concerns na tananta makahibalo og ang atong ginhabuhat nga mga activities, and there are also things which other people know which we don't know. So ikaduha na nga window murag juhari na apod nga we know but the others don't know. That's why maayo gud kining Panaghisgutay sa aron mapahibalo nato sa uban ang unsa atong mga ginabuhat. And the last one is there are things which we do not know and also the others don't know. So one good siya blank. So sa ikaduha nga window ta nga kadtong mga issues and concerns nga kahibalo ta pero wa kahibalo wa ta kahibalo pero nakahibalo ang uban. Na discover ni nato during the rounds, like for example katong gimension sa Linao National High School. Imagine nga kita diri sa division office wala amgo o wala makabalo nga naa na di ay silay disinfection area for the module. So but because of that our meal, so now we know. And also sa process of delivery sa New Ormoc City National High School, they have a very orderly process. And then we also visited sa Dayhagan and of course Ormoc City Central School, and our visitors were very amazed, especially sa Ormoc City Central School kay mga teachers very open sila sa to air out sa ilang mga issues and concerns nga maugod to ang gustong mahibawan sa taga-region. So ang mga doubts sa mga teachers ila to na air out kang ARD. So maayo to nga our meal nga ato pud i-benchmark. So by next week na atay himuon nga dry run or pilot testing sa atong delivery and retrieval of the modules kay mao naman ni karon ang atong learning modality and this modular distance learning. So ato na testingan how effective and efficient will be our procedure in delivering and retrieving the modules. So yesterday also we have the virtual regional convergence of education leaders. Kami ni Sir Roger og ang duha ka chief nag-participate niani sa virtual conference with the other divisions and with regional people headed by Director Ramiro Itico of ARD Balani, and we were asked how ready are we to open and opening of schools this coming August 24. And based on what we know already from our principals and from the sharings during the visit, we can say that ready na gyud ta, no? So we have so many support from our stakeholders like to kaniya gimension ni Ma'am Nika Inot sa City Savings, sa BDO ug uban pa nga mga atong mga stakeholders sa atong city government nga naghatag kanato og suporta aron lamang ma-ensure nga ang atong pag-able sa klase karong nga August 24 efficiency o hapsay ba. So na mention ko pod gahapon, although we said nga ready na ta, still there are issues and concerns nga ato nga gipa hibalo nato kang RD aron pod ta matabangan, no? So to inform everyone na atay support, fund support from the central office, gi-download nga to sa region or then ida-download pod nga ri sa ato. So ang first tranche naka-receive tag 2.5 million plus para ni sa reproduction of learning materials. First tranche to. Tapos naapod second tranche nga 25,402,000 234 and 42 centavos. That amount will be, we will also download that to the schools depending on their enrollment. Dili siya kuan na equitable ang atong pag-download based on their number of learners enrolled. So kana dili equal but equitable. Sige. So we made sure based on this regional memo, kini siya support fund lang for the reproduction, delivery, and retrieval of learning materials. So klaro no, only for reproduction, delivery, and retrieval of materials. So dili siya pwede nga ipamalit og mga equipments or anything worth more than 15,000 kay ato man i-download sa school. So sa amo gihimo nga gi-prepare nga implementation plan ani nga support fund, the only allowable items to be procured or to be purchased mo lang kadtong para sa pag-reproduce og material. So we recommend or we suggest nga pwede sila ang mga school heads mo palit og hard drive where all the soft copy of the modules can be masud siya, and then pwede po silang palit og for storage. Pwede po sila mo palit og USB para sa ilang mga teachers aron suyo po na lang dito ang mga materials no aron dili mahasol si teacher. So makakuan na siya, and then of course sa mga bond paper and ink pwede sila, but I know that we have the support of BDO, di ba, nga for the reproduction na putay other stakeholders nga willing sila mo pahuwam sa ato og mga digital copiers. Am I right, Robert? No? So I know that we are ready also for the first quarter learning materials na natahanda na, nakasort na, nakakuan na sa mga schools. So we are thinking, or PSD says, according to them, preparation na nato for the second quarter. No, kaya na ready naman atong mga activity sheets, or pwede po ni panguan aron ang other sets of learning modules kay gamay pa man lang karon nga mga subject areas ang naanay sa copy nga gi-download nga na-reproduce po sa mga schools. So for other subject areas and grade level na lang ni gamiton nila. So for the school heads and teachers, katong nag-question kung unsa man asa sila mangita og kwarta para sa transportation cost. So ni ana ang question, you can my dear school heads, you can use this amount to be downloaded to you for the transportation of our teacher in delivering and retrieval of the learning material. So no, mauna na. Another good news, we also received the DCP. Bago lang ni nga miabot gayod. There are 4 schools which are recipient of this DCP package, DepEd Computerization Program Package. The following schools, ang Dolores Ormoc Senior High School, ang high school na ang Dolores National High School and Ormoc Senior High School, and then for the elementary duha we have Valencia Elementary School and Liluan Elementary School. So 4 schools which are recipient of this DCP package. So congratulations to these 4 schools kay aron dili lang ta sa printed modules, naapod ta support sa online, no, mga online, mga digitized mode of kanang modules online, di ba kanya si Ma'am Nika Inot nag-ingon pod siya nga sa easily aralan, no. So yeah, we can use this DCP package already for this mode of learning. So what I can say is that for Ormoc City, we are ready in God's grace, no? With the help of our stakeholders, the parents, with the cooperation of our DepEd Ormoc family. So, with God's grace, ano na tayo, tuloy-tuloy na ang pabubukas ng klase ngayong August 24. So, dahil buwan ng wika ngayon, ako'y magtatagalog, mag-ulit, kayang bati ngayong buwan ng Agosto sa ating pagdiriwang sa buwan ng wika. Magandang sa ating lahat. And to my partner, si Roger, to our two chiefs, to all the EPS, PSDS, school heads, teachers, and the entire DepEd Ormoc family, thank you very much for your support and cooperation.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Lani. That indeed inspired us all in Ormoc City Division. And to keep the inspiration going, we now will hear from our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Mario Rugis Umbilan. Sir.
Okay, so magandang hapon, Ormoc. Most especially the DepEd family of Ormoc, of course, headed by our very dear Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Lani H. Cervantes. Good afternoon, Robert and Ghislaine.
Afternoon, sir.
Of course, I have, having heard with the announcement made by our superintendent herself, na ang Ormoc City Division ay handang-handa na for the August 24 opening of classes. And of course, as her co-pilot, I have to support of her statement. I was very much thankful then when I was able to hear this morning's webinar, and I was able to give synthesis as of the message sent to us by Yusik Dads, San Antonio. So, bakit handa na ang Ormoc? May determinants na ibinigay si Yusik Dads kanina na kung paano natin malalaman na handa na ang isang division. Una is, sinasabi niya is, may mga observance na ba ng protection about health protocols ang bawat schools. So I believe, I think Robert and Ghislaine, I think you could support to my statement na lahat ng my schools ay mayroon ng mga gagawin tungkol, may mga activities na handa for health protocols. So with that, handa na tayo sa determinant number 1. Next is ensure learning will continue. So I believe we already have that prepared modules. Grade 5, we already have that one. And with the absence of other modules which will be given to us by the central office, lahat ng mga schools, I believe, mayroon ng mga ginagawang learning activity sheets. So, based on the data submitted, reported to us by the district supervisors, and based to the schools that we have visited, handang-handa na sila sa mga worksheet nila. Tapos, ito na nga, yung binabanggit kanina na mga support from DepEd Central Office. So, wala na tayong problema sa reproduction. Nag-mention din kanina si Ma'am Lani about equitable distribution of resources. Kaya yung the distribution of the fund should be based on the number of learners, no? So hindi equal, kundi equitable. So I would like also to underscore the word equity, no? When we are going to deal with our learners. So I hope may mga strategies na din na ginawa yung mga schools, most especially the school heads, on how to give importance to those families who are in need of learning facilitators. Kasi hindi dapat natin sila mahahayaan na walang mag-assist sa mga learners nila. So that is why I am calling the attention again of the district supervisors and school heads na magbigay na ng mga datos kung ilang pamilya ang nangangailangan talaga ng mga learning facilitators. Yung what I mean here is yung mga magulang na hindi talaga makapagbigay ng guidance sa learning process kung maibigay na yung mga module. So that as well, that data will be used in support to our plan to seek assistance, financial assistance to our city government na magkaroon tayo ng mga volunteer teachers. And what the good news is, there will be a DepEd memo that will be fielded to that effect. Kanina binanggit ni Sir Dads na lahat ng mga mag-volunteer na teachers, lahat ng mga services rendered nila would be the relevant experience when they apply for a teacher 1 position. So that would be a good news. Kaya kailangan na natin ng mga datos tungkol sa sino ba talaga yung mga families na yung mga parents na wala talaga silang magagawa, walang guidance na maibigay sa mga bata nila. So kailangan 'yon. Tapos yung huling determinant sinabi kanina ni Sir Dads na handa na ba ang isang division is itong last na ito na sasabing link and bridge our LCP to the community, to the external stakeholders. So we have all the activities, we have the platforms like this Panaghisgutay. We have communicated well our LCP to our teachers and to the communities as mentioned by our school chief. So again, this is just but a reminder, school head, lahat ba ng mga guro natin, baka huli ang guro na malaman yung LCP. And I just want to commend the leadership of Ma'am Annabel Wenceslao. When we visited her school, she mentioned that pati mga guro niya, lahat ng mga guro ay may mga sariling LCP, a classroom-based LCP. So yun din ang tanong ko, mayroon bang mga LCP din ang mga teacher, classroom-based LCP, kung ano ang gagawin nila in this new normal. So dapat ma-translate din yan in a classroom yung LCP. So yun, with that note, I know na I believe na ready na yung Ormoc City Division, and I must have to take this opportunity to give thanks to our school heads, district supervisors, EPSs for the support, for the efforts. Very well done, and let's continue to be courageous enough, to be resilient, most especially in dealing with the challenges that we are facing today. Good afternoon, mabuhay tayong lahat.
Maraming salamat, Sir Mario Roger Tumbilon, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent. That
Yes,
indeed
thank you, sir.
made our total being as educators full, di ba? With Ma'am Lani and Sir Roger at the forefront of our Ormoc City Division. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, Ma'am Lani and Sir Roger. Konting Tagalog lang yun. Okay.
Ayun, Tagalog na.
Okay. We would like to notify everybody that there is an ongoing webinar, no? Ito'y pinamagatang webinar sa patuluyang edukasyon sa bagong normal. In fact, kaninang umaga, isa sa kanilang mga tauhing pangdangal ay si Yusek Diosdado San Antonio of the Curriculum and Instruction. No? It's going to be done starting today. It started today, August 5, 6, and 7 until Friday. And then by next week, there will be the scheduled pilot testing and dry run for our modular distance learning. That's scheduled in August 10 to 12.
Yes.
And today, it started last Monday. Yesterday and today, the ongoing OPCR validation for school heads. That's what's making our school administrators busy these days. But many of them are already done, and surely they have had that outstanding performance with their covering school year 2019-2020. And we just had our mental health and psychosocial support webinar sessions headed by our HNU as part of the learning continuity plan for the coming school year. So that was successfully conducted. There may be added series of sessions and webinars for this. Congratulations, and a lot more of activities that our division in Ormoc City is doing to ensure that everything is really prepared. Nagulat na lang gid sa August 24. And of course, we cannot do this alone, but instead we can make a lot of things easier if everybody is doing their part now. Starting from the division level, the division office, down to the districts and to the school level. And one thing I'd like to congratulate si Ghislaine Marie Abalio, no, for coming with her appointment finally. Officially siya na ang Education Program Specialist 2 sa Social Mobilization and Networking. Bravo!
Abi ko nakapanood, nakadaog kong USB, yung 32.
For a celebration, Ma'am Artem, no? Sir, Ma'am Lani and Sir Rod. So, need na siya og celebration schedule.
Yes, B.
And shout out to the following, no? Na sa mga comment section. They're watching us right now. The teachers and school heads from San Isidro Elementary School, kang Ma'am Nara Kilantang nino, from Liloan National High School, Liloan Elementary School, from Regional Sports Academy is always in tune with us. Kang Sir Rack ug kang Sir Distel and the rest of the RC family. Jai Calao, Elementary School, nagpa-shout out. Thank you for watching us, and to all those who have hosted Watch Party, and DYLR for hooking us up in this program. And we'll be posting posted in our Deped Tayo Ormoc Division
Deped
page.
page, yes. Ormoc City. Yes, Deped Tayo.
You can view later in case there may be have conflicting activities during our airtime schedule. And special shout out to my kaning na jingjing din jingjing na kasuwat.
Yes, your lovely wife is always watching our episode. Sir,
Robert Cardin. Hello, murag avid fan gid ni siya ba? Avid follower. Paana? See? ITO, kanang Panaybans mo ah. Okay, anyway, thank you so much everyone.
Thank you. Yes, that is just all the time that we have. As much as we wanted to keep you with us and keep discussing our updates, we are just given one and a half hour, and we already extended a few minutes now. So thank you for being with us this afternoon, and see you all next week, same day, same time, for our next Panaghisgutay episode.
Wow, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Keep sharing all the positivities and all the good vibes. Be happy always, and may God bless us all. IT special mention for Alvin Jasmine and the team. Thank you so much. And to the entire
Jessica Bird, thank you. Thank you for the assistance.
To the Ormoc City Division, thank you so much and a happy afternoon. This is Panaghisgutay for this episode, our fourth episode, no? Fourth week episode.
Fourth episode.
I'm Robert Cardin, and he is
Tristan Navarre.
And we are signing off.
Thank you.
Thank you.